Tonight, as Minneapolis takes a closer look at how its police department handled several recent major cases, the city auditor says the department isn't cooperating. In a meeting this week, he said officers and department leaders have delayed and resisted interviews. Raya Katene joins us with the latest from the newsroom. Raya?
Julie, this week marks 1 year since a Minneapolis man was allegedly shot by his next-door neighbor after he says he made multiple attempts to get help from police. The Minneapolis police chief eventually apologized to Davis Maturi, but now, a year after that shooting, the city auditor says MPD is not cooperating with his investigation into what happened.
Benny, here.
All 7 members of the Minneapolis Audit Committee were present at Monday's meeting.
Welcome to the regular meeting.
But notably missing were Minneapolis police leaders who, according to the agenda, were supposed to present updates on audits into their fleet management and off-duty work.
And the frustration here is our community safety auditors reached out to them more than a dozen times.
City Auditor Robert Timmerman says his team is being met with, quote, great resistance as they investigate MPD's response into what the city describes as high-impact public safety cases. The alleged shooting of Davis Maturi by his neighbor after Maturi says he told police multiple times he was threatened, and the death of Allison Lucier, who last year was found dead in her Minneapolis apartment.
It's about identifying gaps or failures in process. And the fact that we have a police department that's unwilling to participate in that exercise is extremely troubling and a direct violation of the city charter.
Council President and Committee Chair Elliot Payne says a lack of accountability and transparency goes beyond MPD, reaching top city leadership. But in a statement, a city spokesperson writing on behalf of the chief and commissioner says the city wants a full and fair audit, adding that, quote, it's unfortunate that the concerns have been escalated through the public presentation when this situation could have been avoided.
And so it is incredibly frustrating that we are not getting participation from MPD.
Timmerman says it's the second consecutive meeting MPD has missed, adding his team is also navigating attempts by the union representing officers to question and undermine his office's authority. As he was attempting to interview an MPD employee, Timmerman says the employee asked if they would be subjected to discipline if the auditor believes their answer is incomplete or untruthful.
This question itself was incredibly concerning to me, an officer asking if I can be untruthful with the Office of City Auditor.
Now, in an email, the Police Officers Federation tells me Timmerman did not provide the whole question or context, adding that the actual question posed was important because it determines if the member is entitled to union representation during that questioning. Julie?
All right. Thank you, Raya.